Okay, well, I pulled the chart because we do have a birth time for him, so we're gonna get like a full picture.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So he's a Capricorn rising, a Taurus sun, and an Aries moon. So we'll start with the rising sign because that's the vehicle that he drives through life. It's perceived reality. Capricorn rising is the patriarch, it's the CEO. It navigates the world by seeking structure, hierarchy, and control. And sitting right there in his first house of identity is his Saturn retrograde in Capricorn. Saturn is the planet of restriction and authority, and having it retrograde in the first house creates an inner father complex. He likely felt like he had to be his own father because his real dad was checked out, but it builds a personality that needs absolute control to feel safe.
I've heard that about the Saturn in the first house, about
Hmm.
having like an absent father figure in your youth and having to like step into the fatherly role. That's really interesting. So,
Yeah,
like,
you have to grow up quickly.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I also have a Saturn in my first house.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
So that's the exterior, right? They have the father figure, but like what's going on inside?
Yeah. So that's where the Taurus Sun and Aries Moon comes in. And this combination is back and forth with each other. So you have Taurus Sun at 22 degrees. Taurus is fixed earth. It is slow, it's methodical, and obsessive about security. I have a Taurus rising, can confirm. It builds things to last, so slow and steady, and it wants to possess. It wants to own. So it says, this is mine and I'm keeping it forever. But then you have the Aries moon, and Aries is cardinal fire. It's impulsive, it can be volatile, and it craves instant gratification. It's a burst of fire and then it fizzles quickly. It's the god of war because Aries is ruled by Mars. And you have the bull, which is Taurus, versus the ram. So they both have horns, but they want opposite things. Taurus wants to build a sanctuary. Aries wants to start a war. Taurus wants to sit still. Aries wants to run. So this created a personality that could spend 20 years patiently building a church only to destroy it in a single day because of an emotional impulse.
It's so crazy. So he was like
Yeah.
constantly battling himself.
Yeah, I would think so. And the Capricorn rising is the cold hard shell that kept all of that internal conflict hidden. So, if we look at the deeper layers, his sun in Taurus is in the fourth house of home and roots, and it's conjunct Chiron. And Chiron is the deep wound. So, having your sun fused with Chiron in the fourth house suggests deep childhood trauma related to his sense of belonging. He probably felt wounded at home, so he spent his life trying to build a perfect home to heal that wound. But because Taurus is physical, he enacted physical rituals, the mock funerals you mentioned. Then this leads us to his Mars, which is in Leo in the eighth house. The eighth house is the house of death and the occult and the psyche and dark taboo topics. Mars is energy and drive and ambition. Mars in Leo craves a stage. He wasn't maybe just obsessed with death, he also wanted to perform death. He turned the funerals into a show where he was the star.
Okay, but what about like the social justice aspect of it all, right? Like the stuff that we thought was not so bad.
Yeah, I think that would be his Jupiter conjunct his Pluto in Cancer in his seventh house. So the seventh house rules others and partnerships. Jupiter expands, it's about learning and seeking and gaining knowledge. Pluto transforms, and it's rather destructively. So in Cancer, which is the sign of family and nurturing, this conjunction gave him a massive obsessive drive to transform relationships into a big family. He wanted to merge Pluto with others to create a protective clan. So it's a powerful placement for a cult leader because it makes people feel like they're joining a family and not just a group.
He definitely, like, came up with this whole family idea, that's so crazy.
Yeah.